Okay, so one of the hardest questions to answer is, where is Travis Hines the person? Okay, that can make you stutter a little bit, and I'm thinking that I'll go with asking who can own a name, who can be a name. Okay, are you asking if the person owns a name? How can you own a name? Alright, we just use the names. Okay, it's like it's not easy, but it's something where you're hiding cards in a way, because they don't have a person to present to you generally as somebody to complain. The judge is working without an actual person who is making the claim, and you are withholding the person from the name as well. So it's a give and take, all right. But it's not easy, because I could hold my own court and I can threaten to throw somebody in jail, but I don't have the guns. Okay, the judge is the one who's got the power. So it's a battle of revelation. It's a cloak and dagger of sorts, but one has a lot more power over you than the other. All right, and that's where you got to be nice. But in turn, the judge kind of has to be nice too a little bit. They don't have to be as nice as you need to be, though, because they have all the power. Although, once again, I am of the people of Idaho in the court of record. I represent the people. I'm a person, not just a name, flesh and blood and all that stuff. But it's kind of a game of wills, but not just that, because you gotta be clever. Although I plan on sticking with just the repeating. I might have to repeat myself a lot, saying that I am using the name. I'm using the name, and I have first-hand witness account. Okay, it's something I think I'm gonna have to repeat, and then I want to avoid you. If he says, anytime he says you, I want to ask. He's like, how are you going to plead? And if he says that, I have to say, are you asking the name, or are you asking me? Okay, I want to separate that. Anytime he says you, then I can't say, my, mine. I can't take any ownership or claim anything. I'm not claiming the name, I'm just using it. I don't own a car, I just use a car. And it's not easy. But it really irks me that they can go without having a person, and yet they can work so hard to try to get me to confess and say that, hey, I'm here, I'm the person, and I'm admitting to everything. I plead guilty to everything. I acknowledge it. But they don't have much. They don't have another person. It's kind of like dealing with the cops, Show me if you want to see my ID, show me your ID. Okay? Who is the person making the claim that I am claiming this name? All right? You want to see my ID? Show me your ID. But I wasn't nice enough to the cops. Although I think I did ask if they could tell me their name. I didn't think I said, like, show me. Well, like, I was asking a little bit. Either way, all that cop stuff is, I'm gonna call that hearsay, inadmissible. Start off with a clean slate by calling everything, all the videos, whatever, hearsay, pictures, whatever they got. And if he asks, this is another kicker, if he asks for my date of birth, what do I say? I'd ask, isn't that hearsay? I was told of a date, but I don't exactly remember. And then I have a feeling they might ask further, and they might even say hearsay is admissible into this court of record. I'm not sure what's admissible or not. But I can plead the fifth on that. So I'm not too sure how that works. I actually changed some questions too in my note cards, the study cards. Like if when you ask to raise my right hand, asking why, I want to ask instead, can a name raise its hand? And then if he wants to ask the courtroom while I'm standing in the defense box, is Travis here? I'd like to ask him, well, is the person who's making a claim that I claim this name present? That's what I want to ask. And it's just like a back and forth. Is Travis Hines in this courtroom today? Is the person claiming that I made a claim on this name present here today? I'm not sure how clean cut I can go back and forth in that manner, but it seems like it's really come down to you show me yours, I show you mine type of thing. And the way it should come down is that all they have is this paperwork as the claimant, the city, state, whatever. And then and then me just representing my name. That bicycler is pretty crazy. But it's not quite that easy. I can stick to my guns a little bit, but I'm sure the judges, all judges have been training for this. It's kind of in their training. They have to be aware of these types of challenges. Yeah, I saw the pictures, and one's a male, one's a female, and I did watch a male and a female judges with two very different approaches. The male, for one guy, was very aggressive. Raise your right hand, go get fingerprints, stand up, sit down, get out of here, I'll have you in contempt. While the female was more, the difference was the male was dealing with a drug charge, and then the guy dealing with the female judge was dealing with a traffic ticket. So the severity was different. But the female seemed a little more into responding with arguments. I can't base how it's going to go on, male to female. I could be surprised. The male could be the more gentle judge, and the female could be the tyrant who demands me to stand up, sit down, and raise my right hand. So it's all a play for jurisdiction, which is still new to me. I'm getting the feeling that jurisdiction is about just getting you to confess information and then following orders. Raise your right hand sounds like an order to me. Either way, I think the lessons might be kind of over, and now I just need to practice more. I need to practice what to expect I've been really getting help from the Craigslist legal forum, because they act like, every one of them act like chiefs, saying I'm going to fry in the pen, or I'm going to be jailed for a long time. So I want to appeal to those guys as best I can, at least to the well, I was gonna say, I don't know, it's hard to describe, formalities, or just try to be as nice as possible and as fair as possible. But I really believe this is the right thing to do. And once again, well, I didn't say it before, but saying I believe kind of takes away from making a definite statement. You want to say I believe or I think a lot and ask questions. Do you want to plead today? Oh, I forgot the answer for that one. How would you like to plead today? I guess I would ask, are you asking the name? Because we said you, so that's the key to asking a question. How would you like to plead today? Are you asking the name? Or are you asking me? And then that's where I go into asking, is the person who is making a claim that I claim this name present today? And then see how that goes.